Right, so welcome to Q2 2026 edition of the Finex AI and Data School. This season, we want to focus on data analytics with Excel and Power BI and financial modeling. But we are powering this with Claude, right? So we are doing three things: data analytics with Excel, data analytics with Power BI, and financial modeling. These are the three modules we are doing. But in all these three modules, we want to also learn how Claude AI is fast tracking these things that we do at the office. So as I mentioned, normally before we start learning, we dedicate the first day to what we call an orientation class or a preview class. The idea is to make it easy for you to understand what you are coming to learn, ask your questions, understand what the course module contains, right? So in the next 2 hours, what we'll try and do is to walk you through all the things that are hanging on your minds, validate your assumptions, and then by the time we start topic 1 next week, you are in a good place. Those things, you'll be fine. Okay, now, before we proceed, I would like to go through this slide quickly. It's our welcome kit. So we'll talk about Finex Skills Hub, what we do, our history, our vision and mission, what's new this season. In fact, this is our 22nd cohort, right? We've been doing this quarterly. This batch is batch number 22. Right? We used to call it seasons, so this is season 22. So we'll tell you what's new this season. Then we'll meet the team that will be working with you, your teachers and facilitators, and then we'll go into the real agenda. Are we on the same page? Right. Okay. So first, let's talk about us, Finex Skills Hub. Who are we? What do we do? So we call ourselves a digital skills training hub. What we decided to do, I'll keep saying this, that when most of us were at the university, our preoccupation was to get our first class and second upper and then go out. Then suddenly we turned up at work and realized that, yes, the degree was just a knocking point. But what really makes a difference are some of the skills like Microsoft Office tools, data analysis, financial modeling. These skills, unfortunately, well, maybe things have changed now, are not consciously or taught in a structured way, right? So it's when you turn up at the office, then you realize that, oh, there's something called financial modeling. I should pay attention to it. There's something called data analytics. I should pay attention to it. Now, in recent times, AI, right? The schools are trying, but what we have decided to do is we've dedicated ourselves to bridge that gap. So get the first class, get the second upper, but we are going to research and then find ways so that you can learn these digital skills. So that just when you close early, you are not stressed. You don't open a lot of files and have a lot of headache, right? So our goal is to try and bridge that gap with these digital skills. Now, we started as an Excel community. So Finex Skills Hub is actually very heavy in Excel. So Microsoft Office tools, we teach on-premise to corporates as well. So Excel, PowerPoint, Word, Teams, and all that. We do that. Then in recent times, we focused on business intelligence and data analytics. I'll explain this in detail as we make progress. We also do financial modeling. So financial modeling is also a very important skill, especially for those who do numbers and are interested in getting insights for decision making, right? We are approved training providers for the Financial Modeling Institute in Canada. I'll talk about the certification program when we make progress. Then we do low-code app development as well. We don't only do the Excel and data analytics stuff, we build solutions as well. So if you have special needs, we can talk to you and then we build an app or something that can solve your problems. In recent times, we have introduced something we call vibe coding. It used to be called coding. I'll put the vibe in square brackets. because now in the AI world, we are no more coding line by line. We are using natural language on platforms like Cursor AI, Lovable, and all those things to build apps, right? So right now, everybody can build apps. So it's not the reserve of IT people only. Now, because of AI tools, we are able to do all these things. Are you on the same page? Right. So this is what we do. In fact, this list is not going to be exhaustive. We'll keep adding on. The latest is the AI tools, right? So that is what we do. We are digital skills training hub. Now, why Finex? There are other people doing this. There are people teaching data analytics, Excel, and all those things. The market is big. We want everybody to succeed. But why Finex? Why are we very sure that you are here with the right company? Right. What we are going to do starting this season is you are not just going to be learning, writing notes. Our sessions are workshop styled. Our alumni are here. They will tell you that in fact, before you even get your certificate, you have to do your capstone. So you are not just going to come and participate and get a certificate. It's workshop style. So you do a lot of hands-on case studies. All our facilitators are certified. We have those who have the advanced financial modeler certification. We also have those who are MCT, Microsoft certified trainers. In recent times, we've added Gemini and Claude certification to our portfolio as well, right? You're also going to learn with a lot of industry players and students. I keep saying that what we do is every season, there are students online that we intentionally give scholarships to so that they come in and blend their energy with us. Those of us who are paying school fees, nursing mothers, you got idea. Sometimes learning is not easy. So we blend with these Gen Zs and Gen Alphas so that we can share the energy, right? But beyond just students and workers, we also try as much as possible. In fact, by God's grace, what we normally have is a mix of people from various industries, right? There was a class that we had 5 pharmacists. Another class, we had 2 pilots, right? So it's not an accountant class. Everybody will find a place here in Finex Skills Hub. Are you on the same page? So you join a network.
Even a mechanic.
Say again?
I said even a mechanic.
Oh, even a mechanic. Yes, I forgot. So last season we had a mechanic here, a mechanic who is applying AI to his work. So Jeremy was here last season, right? So it's a mix, right? It's a mix of people. So please feel free. You'll find somebody who, Justin has been talking about NGO stuff since 8:30. So feel free, settle in. Now, we also give you flexible online and in-person schedules. So you notice that most of you signed up for online and in-person. Please, you can join us at East Legon every Saturday, if you like, or you can also join us online. As at the time we started, there were about 30 people online. I'm sure it has increased by now. So if you want to be at home, do this over coffee, okay, in a quiet environment, we make provision for that. I'll show you how to learn effectively online. But if you want to be the kind who wants to see the teacher, please, you can also come. We are here. We'll accommodate you. If you decide that I'll be switching in online and in person, we'll also accommodate that because it's the same class we are streaming, as you can see. So it's flexible. By God's grace, we've done this over years, so we've learned from the experience and then try to build solutions that work for everybody. Right. Now, all of you, for those who have committed, will be given access to what we call our Google Classroom. So the Google Classroom is something that we discovered after COVID. So instead of just coming in, lecturing, the Google Classroom offers us an opportunity to host the resources. So the things that you learn, in fact, every session, including this lesson, is going to be recorded. So right after class, latest, a day after, the recording is made available. So if you go to your Google Classroom, you'll see that all the classrooms are there since we started, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to create a Google Classroom content together, which you have lifetime access to. Okay, so when you are stuck and then you don't remember what Power Query is, you can come to topic 3 and then come and play Power Query, and then you are good. Are we on the same page? Yes. So these and many more are the reasons why we think that when you journey with Finex Skills Hub, you'll be fine. Okay, today we have a very nice junior person here. Enjoy your stay with us. Welcome. Okay, our history, as I mentioned, we started a very small community. In fact, our first class, we had only 6 students. So we did our first class at Oponglo, and by God's grace, we moved on to Legon. So in 2016, we were a financial modeling community. That's how we started in Legon, right? So this black and white image you see there are the pioneers who were with us in 2016. In Legon, we did about 4 cohorts, and then we moved to BAM Library, and then by God's grace, we moved here, where you are at East Legon. So for us, it's a journey. Our prayer is that we get a dedicated school, an institute that is dedicated to data analytics, financial modeling, and business. But by God's grace, we've made progress. So we started here, but we've grown from 6 to over 2,000 and more. In fact, one thing we always bite ourselves is, as data analysts, we fail to keep track of every student we have trained. It would have been very nice. Yes. We failed to, because at the point we got overwhelmed. Corporate, students, finance school, but we've reset. So in the last 5 years, we've started. So we have a dashboard by gender, by corporates, and all those things. Better late than never, right? But if we had to add 2016, I'm sure comfortably we will be in the 3,000s, 4,000s. Online is huge. On our YouTube channels, we've done like more than 1 million views, 14,000 subscribers, and all that. So the numbers we know, but it would have been nice to take it from scratch, from the first class. Okay, now our vision as Finex Skills Hub is to create a global community of digitally savvy students and workers who are impacting office productivity with time-saving solutions. That is our vision. We want people who are excelling with these digital skills to be Finex people. When Josephine came, she said that 2 people came to Finex and they said it was very nice. We thrive on referrals. So we want to build, not just in Ghana. Today, people are waking up in Canada and US and joining us. Thank you, guys. I know it's 5 a.m., 4 a.m. there, but they are joining us. There are people joining us from Kenya. There are people joining us from South Africa. There are those joining us from the UK. So it's a global community. That is what we are trying to achieve, right? So when you go and you wear the Finex badge, we know that you are able to achieve. Our mission, as I mentioned, is to bridge the skills gap between academia and industry with hands-on training. So between the universities and whatever tertiary institutions we exit, we want to put that bridge of digital skills so that your world of work will be smooth. Then for our goals, in fact, every year we try as much as possible, minimum 400 skilled workers. If you look at the areas that we serve, corporates, finance school students, this target is possible. So every year we try and train as many workers as we can in these skills, right? So that is our vision, our mission, and our goals. We have 3 communities. The first community is our, if you like, our pro bono project. We call this Excel Our Girls. It's a community where we sponsor ladies between the ages of 16 and 25 in these skills, right? We've done 2 cohorts already. So when we get the money, we train them for free. So if you have money, I keep saying it's an advert. If you have money and you want to leverage, your organization wants to train girls in digital skills, please, we'll give you a lot of mileage. So come and partner with us and let's train these girls. When we open invitations for these girls to apply, minimum is about 200 applicants. Yes. And then we have to select only 10%, that's 20. To train every 20 because our class size is 20, as you can see. So we pray that sponsors come around and then we get more room to train the ladies. We also have our students in data analytics program. In fact, we have been running this on campus. In 2017, we started this at the University of Ghana Business School. Our goal was to teach these students for free. We are still doing it. We started in 2017. We still currently are in UGBS. We meet them every Friday. We believe in this project because it has become it has a lot of success stories for us, right? When you introduce the team, about 80% of our team members came from that project, right? So we believe that once we sow those seeds early, they even become better than us. That is our prayer. So we have the students in data analytics program. Then this is Finex School, what you are participating in. So our Finex School project are Saturday online in-person quarterly sessions. So these are the 3 communities that we run. Now, let's talk about what is new this season. Is there anybody who hasn't heard of this thing? You've all heard of this thing. It's the name of somebody. Actually, we used to know it as the name of somebody, but now it's all over, right? Now, let me put this in context. Since AI started, this is our 4th AI class. This is our 4th AI class. It's not as if we are just waking up to Claude. Last season, Jemu and his team and his colleagues did Gemini. So we did Gemini for work. Previous season, we did Copilot, right? And then when ChatGPT came, we did an early session with that. So we are moving with the times. So this is our 4th AI class. And this season, we want to concentrate on Claude. How do you keep up? We'll keep up for you so that you keep up. We keep up because I'll touch on that. When you graduate, you see Jonathan, the man in come. He joined us in season 7. This season 22, right? This is season 22. So subtract 22 minus 7. He's here for Claude, right? When he came to learn, thank you. That's the whole idea. So we want to build a community. It's not a touch and go, right? I'll talk on why it is easy to continue learning, because we believe learning should not stop, right? So for our alumni, what we normally do is that we give you, in fact, your second class is 50% discount. Yes. Your second class is 50% discount. At your 4th class, it's 100%. Right? So that is why the 50 people you see online, about 15 of them are old students. Right? So you see them coming back because the things that we are learning, even Excel, doesn't stay still for us. Right? So every season we ask ourselves, what is new? We try and repackage it and then we present it to you. Okay. So our topic this season is to focus on Claude AI. How does it help us? So you hold on to your questions. I'll take all your questions. You can type them in the chat. We'll dedicate about 20 minutes to all questions. Okay. So this is just a quick introduction to who we are. Now let's meet the team. So this is yours truly when I was a bit younger. This is Osbert. Osbert, you've met. He was moving around, moving things. So that's Osbert. So Osbert is an advanced financial modeler. And then he works in finance at 80, right? So he is the man in charge of logistics for us, right? In fact, Osbert was one of the first students in the 6 people. So he knows finance through and through. Yes. This is the Excel guy. So the Excel guy, that is Fedi. So Fedi is the powerhouse here when it comes to Excel. So we call him the Excel guy. So Fedi is a Microsoft certified trainer, also an advanced financial modeler. The advantage with Fedi is somebody joining us from Burkina Faso. He asked me, how are we going to manage the French? So no problem. We have a Muslim who can teach in English and French, so you don't have a problem, right? So Fedi is multilingual. It's not as if he's going to teach in French, but if you need the French, he's there to assist you, right? Then we have Danilo. So Daniel is just behind you. So, oh, you're sitting, you just got up. So Daniel is a chartered accountant. He's also an advanced financial modeler. Daniel is recently very deep in app development, right? So if you want app solutions, he's the person you want to talk to. So he also helps with the Excel class as well. Now, the next set is my daughter, Priscilla. So she's just behind you. So Priscilla is also an advanced financial modeler. She's an Azure data scientist. She works in software development at CBG. So she's been there for a while. Recent times, she's been trying to learn French. So that's the latest skill that she's adding to that. Yes. Mr. Ernest Abuaje is also an advanced financial modeler, chartered management accountant. He's joining us from Atlanta, Georgia, which he's been pursuing his master's program there, but he's online. So he'll be contributing remotely from Trump's place. So that is Ernest. When he was in Ghana, he used to work in finance at APSA, right? Then Na is also a financial modeling and valuation analyst, works with Danes as a sales analyst. So Na is here. She's online, but she'll be here in person as well. So Na is heavy in Excel as well. Her main strength is SQL, right? So for those things, that's your go-to person. My man here is also very good with SQL, Jacob. Jacob will be on our list soon. Then there's Dewinga, so a Rastaman. So Dewinga is also an advanced financial modeler, a Microsoft Office specialist. D is a seasoned financial modeling consultant. In fact, he does financial modeling live. So with projects with World Bank and all those things, if you want proper financial modeling, they're the one we teach. He's the person that you want to take his experience and then match it with your academia and then see where the gap is, right? I always say that he has evolved from the academic financial modeling to the real stuff. So he will be teaching the financial modeling class with me. But he's also a digital farmer. He has a big farm where he does pork and other things. So he'll be bringing his pork for those who will be coming in person, right? Then finally, our baby last, Solace. So Solace works in finance. That's the name of the company I always forget. I'll find it for you. Yes. So she used to be our student rep, but she's a big woman now. So it's not fair to tag her with a student tag. She's a very big woman, very smart student person, works in finance. So that's the team, right? So for our agenda this morning is a 2-hour session. We are going to talk generally about the future of work. The future of work. How AI and data is changing how we work. I'll do a small 10 minutes overview, okay, so that we put things in perspective, right? Then we'll talk about the modules, how to learn. How are we going to learn? So a lot of you, you've gone through the brochure. Some things made sense, some things didn't make sense. So we'll go through all of it and then answer your questions. We'll talk about logistics, how we are going to learn, right? Those online and in person. How do you set up if you are joining online? Okay, there's a way we do it. We'll tell you how to do it so that it's effective for you. And then we'll dedicate the last 15, 20 minutes to your questions. Are we on the same page? Please, if you have any questions, for now, you type them in the online portal and then we'll pick them up. We'll take all the questions at the end. Okay, so let me tell you a quick story. Let's talk about the future of work in the age of AI. When people come to learn these things, it's two things. It's either they are chasing something or something is chasing them. I don't know which category you fall. So are you chasing something or something is chasing you? Now, 3 years ago, everybody started talking about AI. In fact, for us, AI was synonymous to ChatGPT, like the way Omo is synonymous to detergent, right? But we've evolved. Now, what we want to do is we want to discuss why AI, data, and financial intelligence are becoming almost critical core skills, surviving skills. Okay. Now, we'll begin with this statistics. Okay. This statistics is 56%. As a data analyst, a number needs context. You can't just throw a number. You need context. So you learn that in your data analysis journey, there's something we measure and something we use to provide context. Now, the context around this 56%, which is from a PwC, they have a report that they call 2025 Global AI Jobs Barometer. Okay, that people with AI skills are earning averagely 56% more than those who do not have AI skills. I'm not the one saying it. The report is there. Okay, so in 2025, the worker, the accountant who has AI skills, averagely is earning 56% more than the one who doesn't have. Now, I'll talk about this number at the end of the slide. I want to use this presentation to unpack this number. So let's talk about somebody. The person here is what we call the knowledge worker. The knowledge worker. The knowledge worker is the person who builds his work around thinking, knowledge, and creativity. In fact, that concept was introduced by this man. I'm sure those who did econs and those things, you know him, right? He wrote a book in the 50s and 60s where he popularized that term, knowledge worker, right? So in simple terms, who the knowledge worker is the person. Ola, can you see my screen? Apart from that,
No, I cannot see your screen. Sorry.
the rest of you, can you see my screen, please?
Yes, we can see the screen, Bernard.
Yes, we can see.
Yeah, I can see it.
When it happens like that, it's probably your internet. So
Okay.
shut down,
Okay.
close, and then open it again. It will reset.
Okay. Sure. I'll do that.
So I was defining who the knowledge worker is. Somebody whose work involves working with information, ideas, and expertise rather than manual labor, right? That is the knowledge worker. Okay, you are paid for these things. That is what your company pays you for, right? So the knowledge worker uses knowledge rather than expertise. The person solves problems and makes decisions. He creates value through ideas and information. He relies on analysis, creativity, and judgment. He works with other workers and communicates effectively, NGO people, those things, right? And then they also produce intangible outputs, plans, reports, design strategies, and all that, right? Now, we need to relate the knowledge worker who uses this thing here against the manual worker. Please, it's not as if the manual worker is inferior, no. But the knowledge worker is paid for. The manual worker is paid for manual work. But the knowledge worker is paid for these things that I'm going to list. Okay? So you use the mind, Okay, your output is based on training and experience. You solve complex problems, you create ideas, and then you drive innovation and decisions. I don't know if you find yourself here, right? So at the end of the day, you realize that when we talk about AI and data, it's not an IT problem. It is about everybody who is a knowledge worker. Please, are you with me? So the reason why we think the future of work is going to change is that most of us knowledge workers, if you do any of these things, then you need to take these skills seriously. Now, let's meet the typical knowledge worker, an accountant. The job of an accountant is to produce financial reports, audits, reconciliation, etc. Financial analyst, forecasting, modeling, investment analysis. Is they are here? Okay. So data analyst, reporting, dashboards, trend analyst, managers, the people at the top, you are not excluded. You are not excluded. Please, gone were the days where you are signing off. These days, you don't sign off. You should be interested in how the thing was created, right? Otherwise, you feel intimidated. Okay? Consultants, those even working freelance as experts, this is very important. Lawyers, I'm looking at one. Lawyers. So if you look at how ChatGPT in recent times is drafting documents, reviewing documents, and all those things, I will say what I want to say at the end, right? Engineers. So Jeremy was here last season as a mechanic. Okay, he is also a knowledge worker. Even though he is doing a bit of manual work, there's a bit of his work that involves his expertise and brain work. Okay, executives, even the people at the very top, the board members, and many more. Please, these are the people we should start having a discussion around. If AI starts doing the things we normally do, if they are doing it faster, they are doing it cheaper, they are doing it at scale, where do we place ourselves? Are we clear with this? So if ChatGPT, Claude, and all these tools are going to do what we are doing faster, cheaper, and at scale, where do we place ourselves? Now, you notice that, well, most of us were born in the 80s, but even in the 80s, most of the work that we used to do, I call this labor 1.0. It used to be physical effort, tools. In fact, if you work in telco, right, those times in the 70s and 60s, there was somebody who had to plug it in somewhere just to manage calls, right? Until somebody got an idea that we can put this on a computer. So that's work 2.0, where digital tools came in, information came in, and all that. Then we came to work 3.0, which is the chapter we just left. Data-driven, Power BI teams, Tableau teams, right? Now, work 4.0 is AI-powered on this layer. And that is why we are having that discussion now. Companies are discussing, should we use Copilot? Should we use Claude and all those things? That is where we are now. So please, I'm just saying this, that you can't sit and say that the calculator will not make me learn long division, so I won't use the calculator. That's how people said it in the 70s. When Excel came in the 80s, they said it will make people redundant. But these tools need people to use them. Please, are you with me? So the point is, we need people to use these tools. So you are not just going to learn these skills abstractly, but you are adding your human leverage, your human advantage to make yourself useful. That is where we are going with these tools. Are you on the same page? So if you look at the previous technology, that is what we used to have. We used to have technology that made our work faster and more efficient. But now AI, which is artificial intelligence, performs parts of the thinking itself. So AI is not just automating labor, it is automating knowledge work. Please, all the things I listed on the first slide, AI is automating that. And you see some demonstrations very soon. Okay. So these are the things we are going to talk about. Now, if your job is actually going to be any of these things, or it involves these things, you write and summarize reports, yes or no? You do? Okay. Do you analyze complex data sets? You do? Okay. Do you generate dashboards and charts? You do. If it's not nice, you generate it. We'll take it like that. Do you build financial forecasts and scenarios? Thank you. You do create presentations from raw data. People used to take 1 week to do this. If I tell you I did this in about 10 minutes with Claude, would you believe this?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Okay. But what Claude gave me and the final output is different.
Yeah.
And that's why we are here. I will show you the original Claude output and this one. So the human being is still needed. That's the point I'm trying to make. But not just any human being, the skilled human being. Please, are you with me?
Yeah.
I'll show you the original Claude output and this one. If I didn't know how transitions work, what morphing is, what animation is, are you with me? This output will not make sense. Okay, now, do you write and debug code? Maybe 10% of us do. But the point I'm trying to make here is that all these skills, right, are under threat. But guess what? We shouldn't panic. The human being can still control these processes. It depends on how you position yourself, right? Now, the AI jobs barometer, that is from PwC. These are the numbers. I already said 56%. Those who have AI skills are earning more, right? 27% revenue per employee growth in AI exposed industries. So some of the tools, some of the industries that are already using AI, PwC says they are reporting 27% revenue per employee growth compared to those who are not, who are lagging behind at 9%, right? 7.5% growth in jobs requiring AI skills. Please, AI would eliminate some jobs, but it would also create some new jobs. So please be on standby. I came across the concept of vibe coding somewhere last year. So now there's a skill called vibe coding. It means we need vibe coders, right? Vibe coding is a skill you can add to your LinkedIn profile now. Are you with me? So while some skills go away, some jobs go away, new ones will be created as well. Then 66% faster skill change rate in AI exposed roles, okay, versus traditional positions. The point we are trying to make here is that in the last 2-3 years, these numbers are pointing upwards. It's likely it's going to change as we progress. I want you to be part of this story. Are you on the same page? Okay. Now, if you are a data analyst in 2019, maybe your typical process was you were gathering hours, using hours to gather data, you were calculating in Excel, preparing statistical reports slide by slide. You use 3 hours to build pivot tables, and then you spend time to answer what happened, right? Now, in recent times, what do you think has changed? How do you think AI has changed these things?
AI would have gathered and cleaned it.
To have gathered and cleaned the data for you already. What else? These rules.
It will help you
These
highlight
ones
trends.
automated as well, right? Online, let's hear you.
It'll help you highlight trends and sort of know what is the reason behind the numbers.
The reason behind the numbers. So exploratory data analysis is now easier. Just load it to ChatGPT or Claude, ask for context and analysis. Analyze this data and share insights with me. It's my most common prompt. Are you with me? But it brings out things that you may have skipped in your analysis. Please, the modern AI augmented analyst. AI generates the model structures and assumptions. So even for financial modeling and data analysis, AI can do these things for you. It can create scenarios. It can write formulas. The key thing here is what we call natural language. Natural language. Just asking simple English statements or questions can get a lot of things done. Okay? So the questions that we used to ask ourselves and try and analyze, all these can now be answered easily with AI. So it just means that we are now going to spend less time, but more time on judgment, more time on strategy, more time on business decisions. The point I'm trying to make is the human being is so useful, but it depends on how the human being trains him or herself. Are we on the same page? Okay. So here's the thing. AI is not replacing entire professionals. It is replacing the task. The human being is not going to be replaced. If you want to be replaced, it's up to you, right? But as we speak now, some entry-level jobs are taking the hits. That one, there's little we can do about it. So if you work in an accounting firm or you work in a legal firm and your job was just to type briefs, you'll be hit. That thing, it takes it level by level. But by the time it gets to us, we will have been anchored. Okay. Now skills are changing faster. I've spoken about all these, but I want to jump straight to the equation now. Please, this is the new formula. The new formula is use your expertise, your domain expertise. Okay? What you know. Clement is a chartered accountant. What you know. Claude in your hands can do more because you are providing that human expertise to guide how we should execute. Right? I was teaching Power BI in one company in the last 2 weeks. We've covered a lot of concepts. And I was telling them that AI will make these things easier. But if you don't know what data modeling is, how are you going to do your prompts? If you don't know what DAX is, how are you going to create DAX measures? Are you with me? So the human being has to meet halfway, and then you are able to now use the AI to now give you that career advantage that we are talking about. It's not a hopeless case, honestly speaking. I'm still rooting for the human being because I think it's not a lost case. Because when Excel came, human beings didn't go away. Are you with me? It's how you position yourself. That's what add value to the work that you do. Okay. So please, old BI, new BI, SQL queries, DAX formulas, technical. You see that now. In fact, our demonstration in the next few minutes, you see that we are not going to be doing formulas with just prompts. Natural language, that's where we are going. You should learn how to do this, right? No, so you can just give a simple prompt, show me regions where revenue fell by cost, then it gives it to you. Okay. So what this means is that workers who can read data will outperform those who only consume information. That is a plus. If you finish this class and you know about Power BI, you know about Excel, you know about financial modeling, truth is that the case study we are going to do this season, the guy is here. I did it with him. I used Claude to generate the whole model, right? And then I give it to him, that review it, and then put the human element on it. The way we do dashboards, Claude didn't do it to us like that. So he has to now redesign the charts, put it in the right places, put data validation on top and all those things. It's always going to be human and AI. Is that you with me? So people, not to bore you, the idea is this. The worker of the future is AI enabled. The person is data literate. He or she is financially intelligent, is business aware, and then he also provides human judgment. These things, when you add AI to it, okay, you are not competing against AI. Okay, just that you are competing against the professional who does not. So AI is not going to replace you. It is your colleague, the other lawyer, the other accountant, the other financial analyst. He or she is the one who is going to replace you. Are you on the same page? So this is my little story. Now, let's open a blank Excel workbook. I'm done. So open a blank Excel workbook and let's do something. Online, are you still with me?
Yes, we are.
Yes,
Fantastic.
right.
Yes, we are with you.
So Freddie and I are going to go through a little demonstration. But if you are ready, please let me know.
Yes, Ben, I'm here.
Please, I said I was going to show you the Claude output, right? So the Claude output, the first thing I got is I have to first repair it. Okay? I have to first repair it. Now compare these slides to what you got, right? I put a human being on it. But before this was produced, it needed a prompt. And that prompt came from a human being. Are you with me? So please, if the human being is trained, AI is more powerful in your hands. That's the summary of what I'm saying. Okay. So let's go to why we are here. Now, we are going to learn 3 modules. The first one is Excel. The first one is Excel. I asked you to open a blank Excel workbook, right? Are we here? Are we here?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is the future of work. The future of work will mean that there is an AI that is by your side. Okay? So if you look at this, this is Claude by your side. Right? In fact, Claude is in Excel. ChatGPT is in Excel. Copilot is also in Excel. Gemini is in Google Sheets. You get the idea? So in the past, if I open Excel and I give it some assumptions, so example, I'm saying that, okay, this is income. Please type this with me. Stand in B4. So type salary. Online, you are with us. So please come along if you can. So let's say you're doing a little personal finance thing, right? You list your income. So my income is 2,000 Ghana cedis. Consultancy. That's 1,000 Ghana cedis. And then others, which we call galamsey. Very important. Thank you, lawyer. So that is 500. Are you with me? Then leave an empty row and then come and type expense. So expense, let's do fuel. Are we here? So fuel 100. Are you with me? Internet. $399. I hope it's familiar. So internet $399. In fact, if this is $399, I think this should go up. If we go to Tema, every month the minimum is like this. If we go to Tema, it's no joke. Oh. The GMPC and MPS people, and it's not easy. My man is here, Andy, you know. Right? Okay. So fuel, internet. Let's add food. Are we here? So food, let's do food to 2,000. I don't want to open this up for discussion. Just enter access. Okay. Now, what I'm trying to do here is to attempt to build a personal budget for myself. Are you with me? 3 years ago, I will use this as assumptions. So if I do financial modeling, we color these numbers in blue, right? Then, by the way, if I want to total this, who knows the Excel shortcut? The new people. Alt plus, yes. So plus and equal to are the same thing. So Alt equal to. So when I stand here and I do Alt equal to, it sums up. So this one is non-scoring. So Alt equal to will sum this up, right? And then another Alt equal to will sum this one too up. My task is I want to convert this into a personal budget dashboard or template. 3 years ago, I would have to do the layout, do the projections, and all those things. Are you with me? But now, I can take this data, open Claude or Copilot or ChatGPT in Excel, and then give a very simple prompt that use these assumptions. Use these assumptions to create a personal finance budget for me. Or let me even use these assumptions to create a personal annual finance budget for me. Right? So yes. Yes, we'll talk about that. Most of you don't have this, and that's why you are here, right? So let's see what it's able to give me. It would ask. Now, I must say that just 2 days ago, they released this one, Opus 4.8. Okay, we used to run on Opus 4.7, but everything is like iPhone 17, iPhone 18. It's an improvement over the other one, right? It's the thinking engine. So let's see what this gets. Anytime I'm doing live demos with AI, there's some randomness. So whatever we get, we proceed. Yes. Yes. It's not. Okay. We'll fix it. Okay. So let's see what you see. I didn't color it. I didn't put any context. Everything is black and white, right? So it tells me I'll read your assumptions first. It's reading the assumptions. Your assumptions are monthly figures. So you see, it has even provided context around what I am giving it, right? I didn't say this section is income. It knows from how I've laid it out, right? So it now starts creating. You get the idea. when it needs questions from me, it would ask. Are you with me? So it's going to go through this, and the thing is, it's going to detail everything that it is doing so that you can even track. Okay, so it goes your net savings and all that. So it will attempt to do it. Sometimes it even corrects itself. Like, I filled the empty space with 0. Let me come back, clean it up, and all those things. Now, here's the interesting thing. A year ago, I think Daniel Dewinga and myself were discussing financial modeling. Okay, what we used to get then were, so here, normally, let me talk about this. It would intermittently ask you for permissions to execute some things on your behalf. So here, it's trying to correct something it did, right? So if I click allow once, those zeros that you put there, right? In financial modeling, you don't just leave zeros like that. So it's clean that, it should come and clean this one too, okay? This is just a simple application. So imagine you and your colleague were given this task at the office, that this is the client, this is the assumptions and all that, and you don't know this, right? Look at the final paragraph. Heads up, your monthly expenses exceed your income by 899. So the budget runs at 10,788 annual deficits. Okay, so you may want to look at this. We can go on and on and on and on and on. But the point I'm trying to make here is this. The fact that it's able to take just a simple set of numbers. And the thing is, it didn't give me just values, it gave me formulas. Please, are you with me? It gave me formulas, it gave me cumulated savings. Okay, so this is something we learned in our Excel for Work program. But assuming that it made an error, you, the human being, need to understand what this sum means. You need to understand why it put a $ in front of column F. Are you with me? Through this is not even a real test for Claude. But this is where we are going. Copilots can do same, but it's not as strong as Claude. My friend Francis Ohene is a ChatGPT in Excel fan. ChatGPT also has an add-in in Excel that is able to do this. So this is the future of work. If I don't use Claude to do this, Copilot is also here, right? So Copilot can also, in fact, everybody is trying to catch up. But what I'm trying to say is that the Excel you know has changed. So anytime I'm teaching an Excel class, I give a caveat that this is the future. But you are here to understand what it gives you so that you can make modifications. Are you on the same page? So what Veri and I are going to do is that we'll go the old way, how we used to do things, right? And then see, I mean, right now you're convinced already that Claude is the deal. How does Claude make these things easier? So Freddy, if you're ready, please, you can share your screen now.
Okay, thank you, Bernard. I think we are all enjoying the Claude, but let's see how we can also do it, the old-fashioned way. Let me share my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, great. So, Ben, so here we want to take, some few examples, in our Excel, what we normally do on a daily basis, and see how, we can treat some of those ones. And I believe later, Bernard is coming to give us some Claude AI and see how we can also do same. So without wasting too much time, let me just, go in. So this is the data. As you can see, we have data, and let's try to explain a bit what we have and what we want to achieve. So as you can see, I have some customers data right here. Okay, so this one is a download from, let's say, your system, and when you get it, this how the data comes. So when I highlight this data, you can see that some of them, okay, are starting a bit on the right. So there are what we call trailing and the leading spaces. So let me double click on the first one here so that you understand better. So you can see that from here, my cursor is blinking at the end. So that means that there are spaces here. Okay, so we want to cure those ones. So when you come at the beginning, you can also see
your
that.
screen.
The rest of you, can you see the screen, please?
Yes, we can see his screen.
Yes, we can.
So please check.
I can see it.
Okay, Freddy, please proceed.
Okay, so as I was saying, you can see that there are some spaces, before. So those ones are leading white spaces, and at the end too, you can see some spaces. So those ones are called trailing spaces. So we want to cure this. And if you also look at the characters, right? Some are capital, some are not. And I don't believe that that's how the data should have come. So let's see how we can do this. There are various ways we can do this, but just to show you where Excel has gone to. So using what we call proper. All right. So I wouldn't explain much, but let's see what we can get by using the combination of these two functions. That is proper in trim. Okay, so trim allows you to remove all the white spaces, and proper allow you to capitalize each word. So if I do this, then this is the result that I get at the end. So this is where Excel has gone to. I don't know if you can see this, but at first we used to do this one, one by one, treating each, separately. But now you can do, some calculation in one go. So this is what we have here. All right. So this is the first example that we are seeing. So if you are good, let me just jump onto the next example. Okay. So on the next example, you receive, data. Let's say you have invoices, and at the end of the day, you are supposed to sum, those invoices to get, the total. But if you look at your data right here, you can see that some do have their currency within. So that's the Ghana currency here within this one. And you have, some comma, some, some period here. Now, if I try summing this, so if I do my sum here, you can see that I'm getting 0. When I do this calculation, I'm getting, I'm getting 0 right here. Okay, so this is the sum. Okay, I'm getting 0. So now, how do we then cure this? So let's try to also cure this one quickly. So one formula, once again, so I'm using the combination of two functions. So that is number value and substitute.
So just to put things in context, Freddy is showing us how we do it normally, and then Claude will come in, right? So this is like now the old way. So even the old way, you cannot see him talk. So Freddy, please proceed. Let's proceed.
Yeah. So this is the combination of two functions, number value and substitutes. Okay, so the substitute helps me to remove, the currency in front of the numbers, and the number value is just going to convert, the value that we get, because normally when you use a substitute function, it will give you a text, and normally, when you have a text, you have to convert it to value before you can sum it. So this is what we have. So you can see that at the end here, I'm able to sum this one here. So if you can look at it here, I'm able to sum, and this is what we have. So in most cases, we do have, data that comes, this way, where a junior colleague will be typing maybe the currency alongside, the numbers. So when you have that, you have what we call a messy data. So you need to clean it, right? So this is one example. That's the second. So let's also move to another example just to see how, Excel can also deal with these ones. So here, so you have received data and orders for that matter, and you have, dates here. So as you can see, the date is inconsistent. So if you look at it, we have, year starting, then probably the month and the day. And then here, the way it is even written, 5 March, 2023. So we just want to, standardize, these dates so that the format will look like dates, that is day, month, year. All right. So how do we also do that, using Excel? So various ways. So let's start again. So here we are going to also use, a combination of two functions, right? So we have this date value and substitute. So I pick this. And the old one is stopped. Okay, so I have this. So now this one doesn't look like a date at all. Okay, they normally are numbers. Okay, then you need to format them so that they look exactly like this. So let me just do that quickly. Control 1 here and move to this. And the format that we want is DD, that is dates, the day, months, and the year. So double 4 M's. And then we have this. So if I click on OK, so we now have a standardized, dates here. That starts with, the day, the month, and the year. So these are many examples that, we can also have when we're in the workplace, messy data. There are a lot more, okay, but for the sake of demonstration, we are just using 3 examples. So Bernard, I don't know if you have something to say.
Yes. So just to put this in context, when you are cleaning data in Excel, there are some things that you do in the Excel worksheet. There are things that you do in Power Query. We'll talk about Power Query. And then there are things that Claude can help you do. The truth is, these things that Freddie is walking us through are the typical quick fix formulas, right? So we want to show you that formulas are possible. Power Query is possible. Power Query is Excel's tool for transforming and cleaning data. Yes, this session is being recorded. That was a question we got, right? These tools have helped us in the last 40 years. Claude has come in to change a lot of things. So you need to know that this is how we used to do it. In fact, the latest version of Excel, you realize that when he pressed enter, the results all come at once. You realize that when you press enter, lawyer is not. So when you press enter, all the numbers come once. Please don't be intimidated. These are demonstrations. When we start class next week, we are starting with a blank workbook. So it's not these numbers that people things are coming to do. Okay. So fairly, we know that formulas can do these things, dynamic arrays can do these things, right? Please, because of time, jump straight to that case study. So there's a case study where an accountant pays and then stores the data in a folder. We'll skip this one. We'll skip this one because of time. So let's go to the folder one. Yeah. So Freddie, walk us through. So this is an accountant's case study. You realize that there are 7 files in that folder. The folder contains payments for bonuses. Every month, he pays staff, and then The task now is from that folder, can you consolidate the 7 files and then turn it into a master sheet? I hope you understand. 7 files drop into a folder. Accountant wants the 7 files mashed up, cleaned, and then consolidated. But there's even a problem with the structure of the data. So Freddie, walk us through the structure of the data now, and then how we can use Power Query. So when Freddie is done, I'll now come and introduce the features that we are going to learn when it comes to data analysis. So please proceed.
Okay, so let me do that. So let's just look at the data here. So for all the 7 files that we have, this is how the data comes. Okay, you see we have payday at the top, and we have employee ID and the bonuses. So as Bernard said, we want to consolidate all the 7 bonuses paid for the various months. So let me just close this and open a new Excel worksheet. Now, because we have it in a folder, so we are going to use what we call Power Query to consolidate those ones. So to do that, you go to data, come here from, so you have all the option that you can use. So we have Excel workbook, CSV, JSON file, PDF, but we are interested in the folder. So let's do folder. So taking a bit of time. Now it comes. So you look for the folder. So I come to this. So the folder is called bonus. So I take bonus and I just open it. So when I open it, it gives me a preview of all the files that are in that particular folder. And as you can see, we have April, February, all the way to July, right? So here we are going to combine this one. So before we do, we need to do some transformation. So let me come to transform data. So these are the folders here, right? As you can see, Excel folder for April. So we are going to combine. So let me do that quickly. I click on this. So this is, your Power Query interface, right? So from this side, you can then, do all the transformation, especially the one that I did, in Excel, right? You can also do them in this particular, space here. That is the Power Query, right? So let me continue the cleaning. I'm removing this. Then, so you can see that here I have table. So the table represents, the data. So this one is the data for April. So the first one, when I click on the second, that's February. You can see that. So if I go on, you see the other month. So let me just bring this together. So now I do have this. So payday, April. So if I scroll down, you see payday, February. I scroll down, payday, January. So our tax is not done. So what we want to achieve is that we want to have 3 columns, employee ID, bonus, and dates. Okay, so let me quickly take this one, transform that. So I do come here. I'm going to create an additional column called dates. So I'll say if the column is equal to, if any of the row is equal to a payday, right, return the second column. Okay, you understand it better when we start teaching. So this one should be now. Then I get something like this. So now I've created an extra column and I'm going to fill down the dates. So I have the dates here. So now I'm going to remove some of the rows that I don't need anymore. So I needed the payday to be able to extract, the dates, which I've done. Then I fill it down. Okay, I fill it down. So when I come to this side here, you can see this one changes to February. And when I scroll and I come to payday here, this one starts from January, right? So we're able to achieve, a column date. So now let's remove the now, and also remove the employee ID and the payday itself. And let's see the data that we are able to get. So here I get column 1. So this one I call it employee ID. This is bonus, and this is dates. And I do the last transformation, that is to take that type. So now let's just quickly run through what we have. So if you see this, so from here on the date side, you can see that here I have, April. When I scroll down, I see February, and I keep going, I'll see January. So we can see that all the data have been consolidated, and this is what we call appending. All right, we'll learn the difference between appending and merging, as we start. So from here, I can now output this one into our Excel. So quickly, let me load this to Excel. Okay, so this is the data that we've consolidated. So you can see from here, okay, all the dates here. Okay, so we've just consolidated, the 7, files. Okay, we could even add, an additional file and see how it's going to respond. But I'll leave that to Bernard, for him to decide. So Ben.
Okay, Ferdy, thank you. Please, let me put this in context. This is just demonstration. The people whose hearts are pounding, relax. The idea is to show you what is possible. Truth is that we are going to start from scratch. I know most of you, equal to some is even a problem. So don't worry, we got you. But what we want to show you is that these tools exist to make your work easier. So you can go off your screen now. Now, for what Ferdy did, see all the steps he went through. You want Claude to take it up?
Yeah, of course.
Right? So Claude says, hold my cup or hold my beer. Let's see how Claude would attempt this. Okay. In this season, we are going to learn something we call Claude Co-work. Right? So Claude Co-work, what it does is that beyond your regular chat box.
Ben, your screen.
My bad. Please give me a minute. Can you see my screen, please?
Yes.
Okay. So I was talking about Claude Co-work. If you are using ChatGPT and Gemini and those things, we have been using it as chat box. You type something, it gives it to you. I've showed you the option where Claude lives in your Excel. But there is also this platform called Claude Co-work, where you can work with it on your desktop. It can connect to your files and folders, get things done, and dump it here for you. Yes, lawyer, it's true. Right? So one of our focus areas this season is we want to see how Claude Co-work can help us build financial models, do Excel work, and then help us with Power BI. Now, please, I'm going to mention it, but let me say it that if you want to experience this for this class, just pay that extra $20. Just to experience. If you decide not to continue again, it's okay. $20 is how much? 270 or 266, right? Just commit it of 300 Ghana cedis. In fact, we're debating whether we should even add it to the fees so that we give it to you. But it's mandatory. So after this class, sign up for Claude Pro for at least 1 month. And then let's explore this together. What you can do is sign up if you don't want to maybe do it for the year. Sign up in the 3rd week, because we'll use the first 2-3 weeks to find the foundation. And then from the 4th week onwards, we'll start using Claude for some of the things that we will do. Right? So you can, so that you can have the full 30 days. Don't do it now. Even though I believe it should be part of your budget. Are you on the same page? Okay. Now, this is how Claude Cowork works. By the way, Claude has Claude Charts, Claude Cowork, and then Claude Code. Claude Code is for coding, but vibe coding, you can use it to do apps, build websites. Dewenga and Daniel last week did a video on how they used it to build an app. The video is available online. Yes, can you hear me, please?
Yes, I don't know if
Yes,
I'm the
we
only
can
one,
hear
but everything I see is very tiny. I can't really.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So I'll zoom in, don't worry. I'll zoom in. So let's look at the demonstration here. Now, the folder Freddie worked on is here. It's Power Query. When I go into Power Query, I have bonus, which is this file, the one that he worked on. You saw that all the files were bad, right? So just for demonstration, this is how the file looks like. There is month when the thing was paid, the people it was paid to, and then the amount. Are you with me? What I'm going to ask Claude to do is that, okay, for these payments which are not in the good shape, give me a minute. For these payments which are not in a good shape, I want you to go into the folder called bonus. Or is the owner not here? Okay. I want you to go into the bonus folder, take the files, do what Freddie did, and dump it here. You get approach? So I'm going to ask Claude to do what Freddie did and then dump it in the output file. And I'm going to use Claude Cowork to get this done. So what I normally would do is that Claude Cowork allows you to work from a folder, right? So you can come and then choose a folder. So when I come here, I'll come to downloads, and then I'll say, this is the folder I am working with. So you select this folder. Now, what you can do is normally you can set Claude to always ask you for permission to do things. Or if you like and you trust Claude very well, you can always allow it to do things. That discussion we'll have it later. But I always like it to tell me what it is going to do. So I will allow it to access this folder. So it has accessed this folder, right? Now, I'm going to give it the prompt that in the folder called Power Query, you will see you have a bonus file that contains 7 Excel workbooks. The workbook has data. I could have just spoken. So the workbook has data on bonus paid to staff for each month. So I'm just describing it. We'll talk about prompting. Okay, so for each month from January to July. That's context. Now, my ask is this. Take each workbook, fix all issues with the data, and consolidate the 7 files into a master workbook with the following columns. So ID, amount, and then dates paid. Right? When you are done, that's the third level, put the master workbook in the folder called output. Are we here? So we discussed prompting. So normally prompting has some sections. You describe context, you go and ask what you are looking for and how it should render what you are looking for. Is that with me? So this is Claude code. Now let's commit this. So let's see what it's able to give us. Okay. If it needs things, if it has to clarify anything, it would ask me. Okay. So it will start. So let me first explore the folder. Now to your top right, you see progress. So whatever it is doing, you see what it is doing there. You can even interrupt it if you realize it has gone off, right? So it will tell me what it has done and all those things. So let's give it some time. I expect a little randomness, but in the end, okay, so good. I can see the data clearly. Here are the issues I've spotted. February, March, April, and June have identical bonus amounts for every employee. How should I handle this, right? The bonus is the same for every month, every employee. Keep as is. So if there are even issues in your thing, it will flag it. Okay? So it goes ahead, it will do whatever it wants to do. In the end, what I'm looking for is a master workbook in the output folder. Good idea. So it will do all the. Now we'll talk about skills. Skills include in co-work is a way to automate your usual routines. So there's something you do often. You can load it as one package so that you can just call that skill and it executes on your behalf instead of writing plenty English, right? So it has done step 1, step 2, step 3. I think it should be rounding up now. So this is my master bonus file. Okay. So it has given me the ID, the amount, and then the date paid. Are you with me? I can look at this in Google Sheets if I want, but ultimately we asked it to put it here. I didn't do anything though. This is where we were. When I came, this file was empty. You saw that, right? Now it's put it here. If I open it, right? You get the idea. So even the possible duplicates, it has highlighted it. And see all the clicks Freddy did. This is the future of work. So if your colleague knows this and he doesn't like you, you will know about this 3 years later. The point is, the world of work is changing. So we need to also catch up quickly. And that is what we are going to do this season. Yes.
It's interesting to see this because our company built a system, a sales pipeline management system, and the Excel sheet on the system. So we had to populate data to migrate into the system. And so I left it with an officer at the office. And then that was yesterday, around 4:30, she called me and said, data has duplicates, data is bad and all that. And I was lost. I was like, I need this now. But money, you're going to do something with the team. I told her, okay, let's leave this money, they will have a look at it. And I asked Opare in the office, see if Opare can clean it for me. She took the Opare, and Opare was like, it will take some time and all that. So as I sit here, I didn't know what I'm going to do. It's interesting how this, if I had this,
you had this.
Don't worry. My mind did this thing, so
it's sorted. It's sorted. Yes. So that's what we are trying to do. Now let's step back. We want to this season we said we are learning 3 things: Power BI, Excel. Just open this. We are learning 3 things: Power BI, Excel, and financial modeling. Okay, so the 3 modules, I'm now going to talk to you about the 3 modules. Are you on the same page? Now, let's talk about Excel. Please, the Excel we are going to learn this season is Excel applied to making your work easier when it comes to getting insights, data analysis. Excel is used for a lot of things, right? Excel is used for financial modeling, it's used for VBA, it's used for, we call something Excel for work. Excel for work is like reconciliation and those things. But our focus here is, if you handle data, how do you get the data cleaned, transformed, and then be able to build what we call a dashboard out of it, right? So for lawyer who has been sighing since we started, your goal is that all the client data and those things, you can collect them and then build a nice dashboard so that on click, you can see which client is giving you money, which task is on schedule, which one is not on schedule, and those things. Please, these things that we do, everybody can apply it in their own corner. Are you with me? The tools we are going to learn, even if you are a new person, is we are going to learn what Excel tables are. Excel tables are important because we use it to store data. In fact, most of you, when you collect data, what you do is you leave it in a range. A range means that anytime you come to calculate, you use a mouse to come and select. But you learn that Excel tables will get rid of that. So with just names of the tables, you can work. So you learn basic things like sum, average, min, max on tables. That will be like the starting point. Everybody will start from there. So we are using the mind of a beginner to do this. What Freddie is doing, or what I did, it is when you have started practicing that these things will be reviewed. But the truth is, when you come here, we are teaching you fundamentals and basics. Are you on the same page? Online, everything okay?
Bernard.
Yeah, we are following.
Everything is fine, but I have a question. So, okay, so with the cloud, or I don't know when I'm pronouncing it right. So I've picked a data from maybe the software or the ERP that I use, and by company policy, I cannot also download this app on my company laptop. So how am I going to manage this? Because I see it's a good tool, but my company will not allow me to do this. And also, maybe if I'm transporting it from my laptop to another laptop, it will not allow me. What can I do about it? So that's my question.
That's the truth. We've all been scratching our heads around this. Where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line? In fact, just Thursday, I was with one IT team discussing this. Yes, AI helps. AI is fantastic and all that, but we need to also put in guardrails, because companies have to come up with clear policies. And right now, I'm not even sure how companies will approach this now. The safest bit is Copilot, but they are complaining Copilot cannot do what Claude does. So what do we do? Let's have that discussion on week 5. By that time, I have a better answer for you. But I clearly understand where you are coming from, because it's a question I've been asking the last 1 year, especially for corporate people.
What it is that you can actually go and get the engine and come and host it in your own data center. So every data that you send to Claude is not going over the internet to Claude. But right now you have the Claude engine itself.
On-premise.
On-prem.
Okay.
And then you send all the commands to it.
Fantastic. Was that what you're going to say?
Yes, my IT people are helping the same.
Good. So it means there's a solution. Yes, Josephine. Mm-hmm.
I was talking about the fact that especially the people who use the free version, you are not in, there's no legal liability.
They're using your data to train the model.
So that one is something that everyone can use it,
Mm-hmm.
and you're able to train the AI. But if used by the paid version, there's a legal clause. Most of us will not read it, but you can actually sue the company for that. So it depends on the version.
The version that you buy, I get you, Josephine. But here's the thing. How would you know? No, the point is, how would you know they are using your data or they are not using your data to? That's the point. But I'm happy we are having discussions around this. And Jacob is an IT person, so he does it at corporate level. So I'm happy that angle is possible now, that there's now an on-premise server so that companies can get to keep guardrails around the data. As for that one, I'll have that technical discussion with Jacob later.
So what happens is the data doesn't go to
the cloud.
So the cloud not even be connected to the internet.
The internet. Okay. Let's have the trust issue later.
The question was that the data is private and then you don't want it to go to the cloud. So this is the solution.
But I'm happy now there's an option to bring it on premise.
It's with all the AI.
Okay. Yes, Jonathan.
So they are using it, they have a section, the business section for that.
Okay.
And they are in agreement with them, they are financial. So that's what they're using it for.
Okay. So it means that in the future, yours is just learn the skill and then leave the IT people to sort this out. In the end, when they say everybody should use Claude, you will be in a comfortable lead. That's the summary of what you are saying. Don't worry about the things now that are stopping you. I will do it, use anonymized data to master the skill, learn how to build skills, how to use co-work and all those things. So when the IT say, we are ready, it's not now that you're going to learn what co-work is and those things. You get the idea? Okay. Now, back to Excel. So we'll start with Excel tables. Tables allow us to store data in a structured way. So this will be topic 1. Please, those who are very new to Excel, when I say new, I'm saying those who, when you do equal to, you go and look for where A1 is and B1 is. We like you. There's something I will ask of you. We've put together an Excel foundation program. Are you with me? You need to watch only 3 videos to be able to connect to this topic 1 and come along. Right? So that video starts with an overview of Excel. What is ribbon? What is command tab? What is this? You know, like the P1 stuff. I'll share those videos with you. If you are that person, please, before topic 1, next week, Saturday, God willing, just watch. In fact, just 1 video before Saturday, another video after Saturday, and another video after the 3rd Saturday. So one weekday. Hey, you can example. 1 video per week. So that's your doctor's prescription. Okay, so 1 video per week. Then you can join Jonathan, who is an old person, and then we tag along. Are you on the same page? So we have made provision for you. Don't get left behind because you are here to also embrace how data analysis can help you. Now, after we have learned how to store data, we'll talk about Power Query. Power Query is what Peddy used. So Power Query is click, get things done. No formula. Right? Before Power Query came, we were using formulas to clean data. But as you saw, you just need to know where to click to split, where to click to combine, where to click to make capital, where to click to lowercase. That's Power Query. The good thing about Power Query is that when it cleans data for you, it stores your steps. So it's like a macro. What Freddie was going to do was when he finished, he would have put in August data and see if it will come up. Freddie, please mute someone for me. It will come up. What Power Query does is that it automates that process. So you learn about Power Query. Are you on the same page? Then you learn about Power Pivot. What is Power Pivot? Power Pivot is useful when you are dealing with multiple data sets. Not one data, but multiple. Example, in the case of HR, HR will have register of staff, but you also have payroll. You have clock in, clock out attendance sheets, right? In those three tables, employee is here, employee is here, employee is here. If you were to analyze it, you won't do it in silos. Power Pivot in Excel allows you to bring it together so that you can analyze it at a go, right? So we'll learn about Power Pivot. Then when you are done, in fact, Power Pivot creates what we call a data model. So the union of the data sets is called a data model, right? Then when you are done, you learn about DAX. DAX simply are formulas you create on your data sets in the data model. So basic things like sum, average, min, max are all DAX when you do it in the data model. You learn about that. Then you put all this together to create a dashboard. In fact, everybody's goal at the end of the 6th Saturday is you'll be able to create a dashboard. We know that 7 Saturdays isn't enough. So what we do is we provide you with continuous learning resources. The 6 Saturdays is for you to know that this exists. When you click here, it happens. So you'll be given a capstone, which is like a project work. You'll be given 2 weeks to do that, right? So that you validate the skill that you have learned. And then you use that 6-week period to just learn the fundamentals, and then use the post 6-week to practice. So please, ours is not when you finish, you are done. No. Jonathan is still learning. We have a WhatsApp group, almost 500 people, right? We put new things there, we discuss things, right? If things are introduced, we discuss them. Okay, so please, that's Excel. Are you okay with this? Okay. Now, let me talk about financial modeling. What is financial modeling? Financial modeling, in fact, we do financial modeling in Excel. A typical financial model looks like this. When we do financial modeling, what we are trying to do here is we are trying to go into the future. We have a project that involves money. So we are trying to use Excel to create a copy or prototype of what is likely to happen. Now, this is a case study from the Advanced Financial Modeler certification. That's not what we are going to do. To make it easier for everybody to come along, we are going to use our own local case study. Aircraft now is too complex. So we are going to use a Sobolo person, somebody who wants to do a Sobolo joint at Legon, right? The cost of bottles, the cost of the ingredients, the space, and all those things. How do you use all these basic local assumptions to determine whether you break even or not? And at which time would you break even? You get the idea? So we are going to build this simple integrated financial model using that Sobolo case study. The idea of a financial model is that it is a tool for decision making. Most organizations need it before they give money out or they invest in projects, right? Think of it like a budget, but a budget for a project, right? So you are going to learn how to use assumptions, right? How to build calculations. So normally, before you build your calculations, before you build your financials, you do something we call schedules. Schedules will now feed your financials. So financials will be your income statement, your cash flow, and your balance sheet. When you are done, please, this is the ultimate test of a good financial model. It should balance. We'll talk about why you need a balance sheet. You talk about why you need a cash flow. You talk about why you need an income statement. in the end, you are trying to answer the question, would the business survive? Is the business going to be profitable? If it's going to be profitable, when and how? If I decide that, oh, Charlie, the 7 cedis is too low, and I want to increase it to 10 cedis, how would the 10 cedis impact my bottom line? Are you with me? So we are going to use a very local case study to understand the concept of financial modeling. When you find your feet, then we'll introduce you to the big projects. Are you on the same page? Okay. The last module we are going to learn is Power BI. Power BI, all these things I'm talking to you, Claude makes it easier. So be comforted that in the last 2 sessions, after you have found your foundation, we'll now come and see how do you power query with Claude? How do you power DAX with Claude? How do you get a dashboard designed for you in Claude? You get the idea? The last module is Power BI. This is an academic project. Forget the politics. Right? This is a typical Power BI output. It's a case study we did at Finex during the elections. Are you with me? Now, what is Power BI? Power BI is Microsoft's business intelligence tool. It is 10 years old in the system. So if you haven't heard of Power BI, you are late. You are very late. Power BI is becoming the reporting tool for most enterprises because it's convenient. When you build dashboards in Excel, you have to be sending version 1, version 2, version 3. And it doesn't allow you to collaborate with your colleagues. Microsoft solved that 10 years ago. So what it's saying is that when you create a report, you can publish it and put it in a workspace where all your colleagues can tap in. So that when you make changes, you are not going to send version 2. Everybody gets the same version of the truth. Power BI is very heavy on visuals. In fact, in recent times, they've done a lot of work on improving the visuals. So as a beginner, you are going to learn how to create visuals with Power BI. You will learn the same things that I mentioned in Excel: Power Query, Power Pivot, DAX. The truth is, Power BI was built on Excel's BI engine, right? So when people ask me, should I learn Excel or Power BI? I say, learn both. Learn both. You know why? Because the Power Query you learn in Excel, you see it in action in Power BI. The Power Pivot or data model you learn in Excel, you see it in Power BI. So because most companies are shifting towards Power BI now, I think it makes sense that know how to build dashboards in Excel and know how to build the same thing in Power BI. If the truth is that the way Power BI is designed, you can even import your Excel dashboard. If you do a dashboard in Excel, you can import the Power Query, the Power Pivot right into Power BI and continue the work. So why settle for one when you can have two, right? So please, again, Power BI, we are taking it from scratch. We may not build this election case study. It may be a project work you'll be able to do when you are done, but we'll start from scratch. Power BI is a free software. The desktop version is free. So in fact, after class, those who are doing Power BI, go to Microsoft Store and then look for Power BI desktop. The desktop version is free, so you can download it and then come prepared for class next week. Are you on the same page? So people, these are the 3 modules we are going to learn this season. At the end of the day, we want to power it with Claude. There are ways Claude makes financial modeling easier. There are ways it makes Excel for data analysis easier. There are ways it makes Power BI work easier. But we will not be preoccupied at the early stages with Claude. We will cover the foundations first. Then towards the end, when you know the full cycle, you will now know where to drop Claude co-work and all those things. Are we okay? Okay. Let me use the next 2 minutes to talk about how we are going to learn. So I've covered the contents, you can now go back and relate what we put here. So Excel with Claude at the end, you see that. Financial modeling with Claude at the end, you see that. So you realize that in the end, we put Claude at the tail, so that you master the foundation and then you apply Claude to this. Okay, now let's see. So just to clarify, the three core modules are Excel, Power BI, and financial modeling, all powered by Claude. I hope it's clear now. Good. Now, the subscription plan is 2,000 for each module, 5,000 if you want to do all three, 3,500 if you want to do two. One of my ladies came around and said, Charlie, this is your price in there. You're doing charity. We know we are doing charity, we know. So if you want to pay more, add more, we'll take it. So please, the value will give you, I know, this 2,000, you have been charging it for the last 4 years. But God bless us in other areas. So we are okay. So take advantage of the discount. And then, now let's talk about the timetable. The timetable is going to be like this. We are going to have 3 classes every Saturday. 3 classes every Saturday. So please note this. Very important. 8:30 on the dot. Please, 8:30 is not when you walk in. So you start coming in early because 8:30 is when we go live. When we go live, we don't like distractions. So 8:30, we start recording so that online people, so if you are home, you sit by that time and then you are good. 8:30 to 10:30 is financial modeling, 2 hours. Then we'll take a 30-minute break and then we'll do Excel, data analytics with Excel from 11 to 1, another 2 hours. Then after Excel, we'll have a 1-hour break. And then we'll do Power BI from 2 to 4. It's the same schedule for online and in person, right? What we do is that we give you breaks in between so that you can, stretch. This season, we give snacks for those who come in person. But we want to also introduce lunch. We've invited a vendor to come and sell. So those who want to eat proper. The snacks is free. That one we'll give it to you. But if you want to eat proper food, there's a subsidized vendor. So within the 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, you can come. We have, as you can see, we have nice canopies here. You sit under. We like that 1 hour because we get to interact and then you can ask your questions. So those who are coming in person, you get snacks and lunch. If you are online, please enter your kitchen during lunch and then come back refreshed for 2 o'clock. So we are doing 7 sessions. The last class will end July 11th, God willing. Are you on the same page? Good. Now, okay, so I've spoken about the team and all that. The last thing is how we are going to learn logistics. And I'll take your questions, right? So let me take how we are going to learn quickly. Now, you will be given access to what we call our Google Classroom. Okay, so our Google Classroom has been serving us post-COVID for years now. It's very effective. This is what it does. You see that all our old classes are here. From season 20, 15, 12, 11. You get it? After this class, everybody is going to be admitted to their respective classroom. So whether you are online or in person, you'll be given a code so that you will use it to access your classroom. Very easy to, you go to classroom.google.com, you sign in with your Gmail, and then the code that I will send it to you on WhatsApp. So if you did 3 courses, you get 3 codes. You put it in the classroom, and then you get access to the classroom. The classroom is what connects you and us. So what will happen is, example, if you sign up for data analytics with Excel and you enter the classroom, you will see 3 things: stream, classwork, and people. Are you with me? This, we can view it online on desktop and on your phone. So stream is where we make announcements. So you see Fedi's announcements here at the last class. Here too, you can post your messages. All your teachers are here. And then when you type messages, you will receive emails on questions and all those things, right? So you see the stream. Then there's classwork. Classwork is where we load all the resources and playback videos, right? So you see that there are 7 lessons in the season that just ended. That was season, yes, 21, right? So every topic that you go, you see the resource, that is an Excel workbook or shortcuts or PDF. It will normally be loaded in advance before the class starts. Then after the class, maybe the Sunday, we will load the playback video. Are you with me? Please let me say this in capital letters. We need you to be part of the live recording. Don't settle on the playback videos. The playback video is supposed to be reference. The live recording needs you because it is in the live recording you ask your questions. And those questions open chapters for knowledge. So don't say that I'll watch the playback videos and I'll be fine. Use the playback videos as second layer. So please come, let's record together, ask your questions, and then you save the video as playback later. Otherwise, you'll be listening to other people's questions in your playback video. Are you on the same page? Now, lastly, how do you join a class? When you are giving the code and it's time for your class and you are joining online, please, you come to stream, right? You come to stream. You will see this button. For those who will be using their phones, it will come as a video icon. When you click on this, as long as you're in the classroom, you connect live when the class starts. Please, are you with me? So when you click on join, you will connect live at 8:30, at 11, at 2. Right? That is for those who are joining us online. If you are coming in person, you don't need to connect. When you come, it's the same content that we are streaming, as you can see. Now, here's the thing. When you join, this is not going to change. So yours is just to always come and then click join and then you connect. Are you on the same page? So overall, I think these are the important things, and this is why we put the orientation together. So that, God willing, next week, Saturday, when you are coming ready to learn. Are you on the same page? So I will pause here and then I'll take your questions now. Yes.
Yes. So I saw the 3 models and I was interested in Power BI and Excel.
Okay.
From the schedule, how do I marry the 2?
The Excel and the Power BI.
Because if I do one, I miss out on the Power BI.
No.
So yes.
No, you miss out.
Okay.
From the timetable is this same class will have Excel at 11 to 1. Then we all work out. Then come back 1 hour later and come and do Power BI from 2 to 4. So it's not as if one Excel is going on, another no.
Okay, so then I need to re-register for it because I reset it.
Yes. So if you want to add Power BI, there's only one class happening at a time. In some seasons, we used to have concurrent classes, but we realized people were missing out. So it's one class at a time. You can register for all 3. You can register for 2. You'll miss out. Right. Yes. Online. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good morning, Bernard.
Morning.
Yes. So my question is basically on the Power BI and also the financial modeling. Because for the Excel, I had done it last year with you. So let's say, suppose I also want to join the Power BI class and the financial modeling class, and then the Excel is in the middle. How can I go about it? Because looking at it, the way the classes are concurrent, how can I go about it?
Okay, please, let me clarify. if you register for any combination, you will not miss out on any class. Because we've talked through this and we want to make it possible for everybody to do whatever they want. So if you do financial modeling and Excel, you do 8 and 11. If you do financial modeling and Power BI, you do 8 and 2. So it's the permutation always would make sure that you are doing a live class. So Joel, you won't miss out. So if you want to do Power BI, it just means that if you do the financial modeling, right, you'll be using the time between 10 and 2 to probably be doing your homework or to be doing your exercises. Then at 2, you join us for financial modeling. So you won't miss out. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's in order.
Good. Yes, Josephine.
So assuming you are new to Excel, I need a skill for financial modeling or probably data analytics and the middle. That means the financial modeling class would require abstracts for you until the Excel class.
Okay, let me address that. You know, I said that people doing data analytics with Excel should watch the foundation program. Financial modeling people too, please. You're also watching topic 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to share it with you. Remind me if I forget. I'm going to share the foundation class with you. Please, we, on our part as Finex Skills Hub, when we go and teach and people ask for resources, you'll be overwhelmed. Because we have created resources. You have to meet us halfway. Are you with me? So for those who are doing financial modeling and data analytics with Excel, and you are new to Excel, I beg you, use the next 1 week or 2 to watch just 3 videos. It will bring you to the level where all the rest, including Jonathan, will be. Jonathan is here for Claude. I know he's just waiting for Saturday or something to take his Claude and go away, right? He doesn't want you to come and worry him with A1, B1. So go and do the A1, B1, please, early. Come in the next 2-3 weeks. Let me show you the videos now. So go to Finex Skills Hub on YouTube. So search for Finex Skills Hub on YouTube. Right? Search for Finex Skills Hub on YouTube, please. It's Finex Skills Hub. When you come here, if you are on your phone, click on the logo. Click on the logo. It will bring you to playlist. It will bring you to playlist. Are you with me? So on YouTube, playlists. Now, playlists are like albums, right, of things that we teach. So Power Query, Accounting 101, Python in Excel. But the one that I said all beginners should watch is called Excel for Work. This one. Excel for Work, free virtual training for beginners. Please, when you click on that video, it will open 11 videos. Are we here? It will open 11 videos. The first one is topic 1, overview of Microsoft Excel and useful shortcuts. That alt equal to, or the alt plus that Andy said, is here. You know what Control Shift 1 does. You know what is the ribbon. You know what is the command tab. You know the difference between a cell, a range, and a table, right? So that's topic 1. Topic 1 is like, if you open Excel from scratch, what do you see and what should you know? Are you with me? So everybody, whether you're doing financial modeling or data analysis with Excel, please watch topic 1. Financial modeling, watch topic 2. Financial modeling, watch topic 3. Financial modeling, watch topic 4. It's enough. Topic 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll continue from there. If you are doing data analysis with Excel too, please watch the same. In fact, data analysis, you may probably just need the first 3, right? Because it's not very formula heavy. But financial modeling is a bit formula heavy. So for those who are doing data analysis, mandatory, top 3, you have to watch it. Averagely 30 minutes. You will do some practice videos. Files are there. Please, each topic has a file. So when you open it on YouTube and you expand the description, you see a link to download the practice file, right? So when you open the video description, you see a download file, right? Use it, and then by the time you come next week, at least you shall finish topic 2. We guarantee you that this is not an advanced class, but you need to do some prep before you join us. Are we on the same page?
Yeah.
Thank you. Online, there was another question. Please go ahead. Larry, yes, please go ahead. Please, are you speaking? We can't hear you.
Yeah, Bernard, I wanted to find out, it means that this time there's no weekday session. Right?
No. We used to have weekday in the evenings, but for this season, we are choosing only Saturdays. Pray for us that we get our institution so that every day you work in, you will learn. But for now, we are managing our resources. So it's only Saturdays. Thank you.
Okay,
So
you
try
said
for us.
the models are not co-current this time around.
No.
Actually, that's why I picked
one at a
only
time.
one. Okay.
One at a time. No 2 classes are running at the same time. So one at a time. So you can feel free and combine as you want. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Anu, please go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much. I was invited by my friend, which is BC, who has been with you guys for a while. So this is my first time listening to Finex. My question is, first of all, how do I enroll? Because I don't have all the information in order to start the class next week. Secondly, you've got the series in a way that says this is the progression. So you start with, you said you'll be starting with Power BI tables, but you've actually indicated 3 different classes and timings. So am I meant to do all 3, or can I pick and choose what I want to do?
Okay, so thank you. Sorry, please go ahead.
Yeah, so I just needed to be clear about the progression, how to enroll, and at the times in Ghana times, in which case I need to adjust when I come on, so I know I'm in the right zone.
Okay, right. So first of all, if you are a beginner and then you want to take this one at a time, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you want to take it. I would suggest you start with the data analytics with Excel.
Okay.
Right. It's a natural build up on the topic 1, topic 2, 3 thing that I showed you.
Okay.
Right? So it's easier. The learning curve is easier here with data analytics with Excel. However, if you have capacity and you want to add Power BI to it, the advantage, as I said, is that the things you learn in Excel are similar to what you learn in Power BI. So if you have the time, the next sequence will be Power BI because it's similar. Then financial modeling is actually a custom area. It's for those who do numbers, heavy projection, financial analysis, and those things. It's a very custom application of Excel. So those who need financial modeling, they know why they need it, because it helps you know how to build models for financial decisions. If it is something that aligns with you and you can, that should be the 3rd level. But if you want to defer it, please, you can take 1 now, take 2 later. You can take 2 now, take 1 later. We do this on a quarterly basis. So if you want to do 2 now, master it, and then God willing, September, you come and do your financial modeling. The only challenge though is that we mix up. Financial modeling wasn't present last season. What did you do last season in place of financial modeling?
Yeah, I noticed that it was very challenging for me to
PowerPoint.
them.
Yeah, with the
So
PowerPoint.
we know
Yeah.
PowerPoint, right? So we try and mix up a bit, but normally Excel and Power BI always have their place. Is this slot that always changes?
Okay.
So we may do financial modeling, we may not. But even if we don't, when you go online, what we are trying to do is we are trying to build an on-demand online portal.
Okay.
Right? In fact, not this one. We will launch it when we are ready. We are working on it. It's an
Okay.
online portal that is going to place all our courses in a way that you can learn it even if you don't join a live class. God
Okay.
willing, we should have it very soon. So, yes, we may not be able to check every box, but we try to meet everybody halfway. Are you okay?
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine
Yes.
with that. I suppose the next thing is, how do I then get your information to join and enroll for next week?
Okay, so please go to finexskillshub.com. This is our
Mhm.
website. When you come here, click on apply now.
Okay.
So when you click on apply now, it will bring you to Finex School, right? So Finex School is what you are applying for. So you click on apply now. The brochure is here, so you can download the training brochure. It gives you all the details. So once you receive your registration and your payment, you are now going to receive the codes, and then you can join the class starting next week, Saturday. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah, that is brilliant. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Any other question, please? I know we promised.
Hello, Bernard.
Yes.
Yeah, just a quick question.
I've raised my hand.
Oh,
Anita, then I'll take Ralph. So Anita, go first, and I'll take Ralph.
Okay, so my question is, I've subscribed to the Claude Pro, but I'm still not able to add it in my Excel. And my Excel version is the 2019.
Okay, that will be a local fault. We'll try. I've noted this. Let's have a discussion after.
Okay.
I'm not sure whether Claude in Excel is version related. I need to check it. I know what I'm using is 365. So we need to check whether earlier versions of Excel would allow you. So I've noted it. I'll check for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Ralph.
Yes, thank you very much for this overview. And I also have a similar question to Anita's. I already have the Cloud Pro, which has been very useful to me, but I realized today that I'm actually underutilizing it. I want to find out how I can also integrate this into Excel.
Yeah.
I also use the 365, but I don't know how I can get Cloud into Excel. Yeah.
Okay, so let me just do a quick overview. For those who use Claude, right? If you have paid for the Pro and you are using it as a chat box, you are wasting money. So come to Excel, and then when you open Excel, go to add-ins. So when you click on add-ins, search for Claude. It will pop up, Claude by Anthropic, right? So when you add it, it will ask you to sign in with your credentials, and then anytime you now open, it will be on your side, right? The truth is, Claude also is in Word. It's in PowerPoint. So you get it? Thank you. So whatever you want to do with that information, do it. Yes, Kofi. Yes. So if you want to do that, then you can work with the co-work version or even the web version. So please, let me even add that after adding Claude to Excel, install Claude Co-work. So Claude Co-work is a desktop app. When you go search for Claude Cowork, you click on it, you download it. It comes on your computer. So that one is not online. That is how come I was able to get it to do things with my folder.
That's the $20.
Yes. I mean, the $20 still gives you everything, chat box, Claude in Excel, Claude in Word, but it also gives you Claude Cowork. So when you install this, you sign in and you are able to now let it sit on your desktop so that you can ask it and say, go to desktop, take this one, put it here, summarize this one, do this. So it's now like more in a agentic mode, getting things done for you, right? Ralph, I'm not sure if I exhausted all your questions. Okay. If I did, let's go to Joe. Maybe after Joe, we'll take one more question.
Did.
Okay.
Yeah, you did, but I still can't find it. So I'll reach out later.
Okay, that's fine. Come later and then I'll show you. Yes, Joe.
Yeah, thanks, Bernard. First, my feedback. It's kind of hard for us online to actually hear some of those in-person questions. So I don't know what you can do about it, but sometimes it's not. We can't hear anything. We can hear, but it's not too audible for us to actually know exactly what is being asked. So maybe you might have to maybe repeat the question and then try to explain to us. That's just the feedback on that one.
Thank you.
I'll reach out to you just to how I would get Claude. I try adding Claude in my Excel, but I'm getting an error. Maybe I need to, like you said, I probably need to sign up first, or I need to, get a professional version first. So I may reach out to you on the side. The last, I guess my question is, if I'm doing like multiple models, right? Like I think I'm having like 2 of them. Is the capstone project, is it for like, is it one for both, or it's going to be 2 different capstone projects for each, like one for each, or is it just one for both models?
Okay, so thank you very much, Joe. I appreciate the feedback. In fact, it's a problem we try to solve, but unfortunately, the gadget we are looking for, person said is not available. We are looking for like a conference speaker so that we can place it in the middle, and you can hear me and then hear. So we are working on it. God willing, by next week, we hope to get something out of that. I think it's important you hear the questions asked, and then online people, you can hear them, so they have to hear you, right? Now, so we work on it. The capstone, I'll let Christopher answer it, since he just finished his capstone. Christopher, the capstone, are you getting one for each module or not? He is the one in line. Chris, you just finished your capstone. Did you give you one for each module, or the capstone is your project work? I want you to answer the question. Your project work or your capstone, did you do one for each module?
Yes, I did one for Excel. I did one for Power BI.
Yes. So please, when you sign up for 2 modules, you do put 2 project works. Thank you for understanding. So we do a set that you are given 2 weeks for each. So if you do Excel and Power BI, 2 weeks for Excel, 2 weeks for Power BI. Please, our graduation starts when you submit the project work. We'll give you certificates after you have submitted, and then we'll add you to our prestigious WhatsApp platform. It's prestigious because there are a lot of big men there, and then we share jobs. We share job opportunities. So you are killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So try and finish it so that we add you to that WhatsApp group for continuous learning. Yes. Chris, did you have a question after this one, please? Go ahead. Your hand is up.
Yeah, so I'm here for Claude. So it means that for me, I just have to join the financial modeling class.
It will help, yes. Yes. You can join the financial modeling class. I think that will help you because you've done the Excel and Power BI.
Okay, but the starting meaning that Claude will be used extensively across the 3 models. Or
Yep.
I'm not so sure. Okay.
Yeah, we use Claude across all the 3 modules. So if whichever you choose, you get a taste of it. Okay. I'll take the last few questions. Any other after this, then you contact me on WhatsApp. We'll deal with it so that we can round up. So I'll take Kofi, then I'll take Isaac, and then Andy, and then we'll round up. Yes, Isaac.
Hi, it's actually Catherine. My laptop died, so I had to use my husband's own. The
Okay.
battery went off. Yeah. So I remember I paid 3.5 and I signed up for 2 modules. I was hoping it was the Excel and financial modeling, but in the email I sent you, I'm seeing Excel and Gemini for work or something like that.
Oh, okay. I'll check it. It's probably an email from last season.
Okay. Yeah, I paid earlier on in the year. I paid around March.
So
thereabouts.
around that time, we're doing Gemini. So you are now going to replace that with Claude. Is that okay?
No. My main interest is in the Excel and financial modeling.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes. So I wanted to know how would I get to know which of the models I am signed on? Would there be which of the models I am signed on?
So I'll contact you after. Send me a message on WhatsApp.
Okay.
And let's
do that.
reconcile because you couldn't take it last season.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So I'll take the last 2 questions from in person. Then for the rest, please reach out to me online on WhatsApp so that we can round up. We've done 30 minutes more than we promised. Yes, Kofi.
Your Microsoft Office must be a clean.
Okay, so Microsoft Office, the version that has Power Query, DAX, and those things, at least give us 2019. It will help. If you don't have the version, what we do in Finex is that we put ourselves in groups to buy the Microsoft 365 to share. So Microsoft 365 has a family option where everybody will contribute 300 cedis for the year to get the latest version. So 5 people in a team can come together. If you are interested, you can talk to me or Daniel, and then we'll form a group for you so that you can get the latest version. It will help to get the latest version.
Okay. I think.
Yes.
Thank you.
Andy.
Yeah, my question is, I was asking, is the
that one, we'll talk about it. Roadside matter, we'll talk about it. Okay. Ophelia and Gershon, please reach out to me on WhatsApp. I beg you, so that we can round up. Or you can type the thing in the chat. I'll pick it up. So please, we want to say thank you. Appreciate the time, your decision to even come along, Finex. Some of you. Oh, okay. The question Andy asked was if he has a side project and he wants Finex to help. Can we help? Yes. Consultation. We like Galamsey, so bring it, and then we'll discuss it on the side. But we'll give you guided. Thank you. Okay, so please, I'll give the last word to Ernest. I mentioned Ernest is joining us from Atlanta, Georgia. So, Mr. Abuaje, I hope so.
Hi,
are you awake?
Oh yeah, I've been following since 5 a.m. Can you hear me?
In a few seconds, say something for us and let's round up.
Yeah. I think I've been away for some time and I'm getting back into the world of work. So I just want to refresh myself in how things have changed within the last few years and how I can also sharpen my skills and hit the ground running, which is why I joined. So I joined as a student. I want to commit fully as a student and then refresh myself. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Yes. So in this mode, NS is a student. He's turned from teacher to student, which is okay. So you'll be connecting. And like I said, you heard from Kenya, you heard from Burkina Faso, you heard from the UK. BC is here. BC, Yvonne, Stanley, all the people who keep supporting Finex and referring us. We are grateful, right? So please, if I couldn't take your question, my apologies. Put it on the WhatsApp page, send it to me, or you can put it in the chat. So guys, thank you so much. Any other thing, let's discuss it on WhatsApp, or you meet us in the office. Thank you for joining us. We'll make this video recording available on our YouTube. God willing, by Sunday. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, Bernard. Have a good one.
All right. Thank you, Bernard.
Thanks, Bernard.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bernard.